Jesus freak here. Ooh. I'm not sure if this is the exact family Bible that I think it is. But I remember once when we were over to a used bookseller here in Niagara Falls, we found one with this block. We stopped going there because the guy's a jerk. It is the Family Heritage Generations Edition from World. The latest date I can find in here is 1968, and some Googling suggests possibly a 1970 publication. This looks way too new to be from 1970. I mean, yeah, it's possible that, someone might have kept it in a box or something because it's like unused. Down to the presentation page. And the certificate, of course, has a 19 on it. Showing they probably didn't think it'd be used for or anything in this millennium. It's bulky. But a good family Bible should be bulky. I mean, compare it to this family Bible, which is in Collins. That one's seen a lot more use, so. This is from when they still produced good Bibles here regularly in the States. Each book has an introduction. They're a little wishy-washy on the whole Mosaic authorship of the Torah. But they have usher dates. The usher dates go all the way back to the beginning. The reference suite is kind of reminiscent of a cross between a Nelson read-through and a Cambridge Concord. They've replaced headings with their own headings. It's pretty common. You don't find the original headings much. There's some pictures in it. Placed here and there. Illustrations. I guess this is trying to be a successor of sorts to the Master Art Edition. Yeah, it's red letter. And it's a neon pink red letter. Just goes right from one testament into the other. Surprising considering it doesn't have the usual title for the Old Testament, or the main title page does have one for the New. Of course, since it's not Cambridge, it red letters still in Revelation. Now, look how thick the helps are at the end. This is bulky because it's more than just the Bible. It starts with the rich rewards of Bible reading, the archaeology of the Bible, chronology of Old Testament times, although surprisingly it doesn't agree with the Usher dating, making for sort of internal contradiction. Monies, weights, measures, plants and animals of the Bible, people of Bible times. Basically, basic survey over that stuff. And then there's an article on the history of the English Bible. Christian symbols. And there's a gazetteer, and oddly, the gazetteer part is split. The index comes before the concordance, and then the maps are way off in the back. That's a good concordance, too. It's probably on par with your Oxford and Cambridge concordances. 126 pages for concordance. That's pretty comprehensive. Then there's a name index. A topical guide. My arm is getting sore. Then there's a fact sheet, or condensed Bible commentary. Now, I believe this is the same one I have in my Master Art Bible, which means it's pretty old. This, on the other hand, much more clearly pushes Mosaic authorship of the Torah. It says right out, Moses wrote it. Though it's a bit wishy-washy about Ecclesiastes. There's Read the Bible in a Year. parables, miracles. Looks like a harmony of the Gospels. And then, here we have a date, 1972. 1972. That's the latest date I've seen so far. And then there's a bunch of Bible stories adapted for kids. Which I had a book of Bible stories when I was a kid, but, you know, they were Jehovah Witness Bible stories. So these have to be better than that. Time chart of Bible history. And then finally, after all this, you have a fairly comprehensive set of maps. Ooh. This is bulky. But I'm like, this is what I call a family Bible. It's got easy to read, large print. It's probably about a 10-point font, so it's a long primer type. I mean, it's Times New Roman. It's a bit tacky. But you gotta admit, it's easy on the eyes. I've seen a lot older family Bibles have apocryphas. This one obviously doesn't. But this is pretty much perfect as far as family Bibles go. Surprisingly recent, too. Jesus freak out.